Hello. It is, oh my goodness, the wind has just blew my hair from one end to the other here. Hold on. There we go. Um, it's not humid at the moment. My eyes are just, all of a sudden, I think I've been reading too many small words and my eyeballs are just blurry. I'm supposed to wear glasses and I don't. But there's going to be two videos today. This one's going to, this video, I guess, is going to be a get to know who my husband is, Leon. Um, because he wouldn't be the one that ever come out and just told you a little bit about his life story. So this is going to be this will be a story. And I'm going to try and break it down. And hopefully everybody can hear me. Bill, yes, I know for the past 3-4 videos, my volume, when I cannot read, I've got this, I say, start listening, with stop listening. Like I said, that word, because it just turned on as soon as I said it, and it only made the volume for that, so you couldn't hear me when I record. So now I got that figured out. I already tested it, so yes, I know you're going to be able to hear me. But this video is about letting you get to know who my husband is. Now this year will be 9 years I've been with him. I've lived up in the state of Tennessee 11 years, so I've known him 9 of the 11, been with him for 9 of the 11 years. So you guys get to know who he is. He is, he'll be 48 in August. I think 48. Yeah. He was born in 70. So yeah, he'll be 48 this year. He's 6'1", 235 pounds. When I say he's a brute, he's a beast and all that, I'm going to explain this. Now, I will not allow this to be posted to Facebook because there are things I'm fixing to say on there that could get him or me or any of us in trouble, you know, but you guys need to know his back history of why he is the way he is. I mean, you guys know pretty much about me, so let me tell you a little bit about him. Boy, this is going to be, wow. Him and our best friend, I'm not going to mention his name, God rest his soul, he died about 3 years ago now from an aneurysm. My husband started off as an underground cage fighter, if you guys know what that is. You know, hidden, underground, secret cage fighting. My husband went by the name of Ghost, and our best friend who's passed away now went by the name of Chaos. And they were underground cage fighting. Made good money off of cage fighting. Did that for quite a while. When I met my husband, he was in a motorcycle club. You know how you've got MC clubs? You know, you got the Hells Angels. And first, my husband used to be in the group called Armageddon. And that was before me. When I met with him, he was in a group, a motorcycle club group called the Celtics, which was a, what do you call it? A side note that was connected to the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. Everybody should know who the Outlaws are. Motorcycle Club. But this is in the state of Tennessee. My husband was the enforcer. You figure out that word. Enforcer. When they needed somebody, they called him. No matter what time of day, he was the enforcer. Because he had the underground cage fighting background. He was the enforcer. And so he was an outlaw, but their chapter in the county we lived in was the Celtics. And that's how I met him. So when I met him, he was a Celtic chapter connected to the Outlaws. So, and he was an enforcer for many, many years. He ran the Celtics clubhouse, motorcycle clubhouse, and everything. He ran the clubhouse. There he was like, you had the president, vice president, and then him. But he ran the show when it comes to that motorcycle club. Then I got him out of it about 4 years. So 6 years ago. He's been out of it 6 years. Yes, there has been shootouts, there has been cops, there has been where a bar got shut down because another motorcycle club that does not, renegades, come up and started shooting and firing at a benefit. Me and my husband was there. The whole outlaw and Celtic motorcycle group were there, and them showed up, gun firing, everybody down on the floor. My husband, being the enforcer, was outside fighting their head president. I'm not going to say the name. I know who they are. I am a neutral. I get along with everybody. That's how I got my husband out of the MC club. He ended up getting in, doing his job, and he hit a man so hard it put him in a coma, and he died 3 times on the way to the hospital. So my husband spent 2 years in jail due to putting this man in a coma and almost killing him by one punch. My husband also is a black belt. He has the card, which one of our other best friends, I know my friend who will watch is Tony Carver. They actually both are best friends, and they both are black belts, and they carry their card that they, their hands are dangerous. They are dangerous. I don't know how to put that any other way. So he is a black belt. He carries the card that, his hands are weapons. And not on that, but he's an enforcer for the outlaws and everything. And I mean, I enjoyed when I was healthy, when I was still in remission, 7, 8 years ago. I enjoyed it. We all had, those were they weren't good days. I guess those were my party days, because I had kids when I was so young, and married to a preacher who was also one of those, I'm going to go in, I'm going to preach, and then grab a 6-pack that's sitting in the vehicle and drink all the way home kind of preachers. So, husband. So, but it was fun. But yet there was a lot of fights and guns and shootings and battles and waiting up all night long to find out if your husband, or at that time, fiance, is safe. Are they dead? Are you going to get a call saying they're in jail, or they're dead, or in the hospital? So I dealt with that. And when I got him out 6 years ago, I'm thinking it's about 6 years ago, everything was going good. We became neutral because I actually worked at a bar. I ran a bar. I was the DJ. I had my own equipment, did the karaoke equipment, you name it. I was a bartender, run the bar, karaoke, DJ, everything. And we had a lot of friends that me and my husband never met the first 4 years. 3, 6, 7, 8, 6 years. The first 3 years, we had identical friends, and I'd met his friends and hung out with his friends, but never met my husband. Never in my life. Until one night, it was at a Halloween party, and he come out, which I still have the mask to this day. It's Grim Reaper mask. Didn't know who he was. Then I finally got to introduce to him, and then, I got to meet his girls. He got to meet my kids and everything like that, and everything went on from there. Been together for 9 years, but everything was going good. Hey, he's 47, fixing to be 48. He's waited 9 years to finally get another motorcycle, and he finally got one. Harley Davidson Sportster 1200. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. That's all I know. So he's been putting money. When he bought it, he got it, and it had been laid over. It needed a few things. It needed a new battery, and then it just came in yesterday. That package, receptor, repticore, blah, 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 whatever that was. So he's been putting money in his motorcycle to get it fixed, and it's been since April. I've not had insurance. I'm like, listen, I need my insurance. I cannot keep just smoking THC and CBD, and you think that's it, and I can't. I need my insurance. So we get along every direction, but when it comes to this, because you're dishing out $135 for handlebars and something else he needed, and then you just dished out another $60 for whatever came in the mail yesterday, and then now you got to pay $150 to get it tagged and licensed. But I need my insurance. So this is where we're having our confrontation. Everything else we get along. My thing recently, so now after 9 years, he's finally got another Harley. He calls up his friends, hey, I got a motorcycle. This is why I'm not posting this stuff on Facebook. Hey, I got a Harley. Trying to get it running. Kind of find out, it was the battery and a receptacle, blah, blah, and all that. Well, they show up. A whole gang of motorcycle clubs showed up. 3 weeks ago, I didn't bother with them. I got on my mower and I mowed all 10 acres. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Kind of find out, they're the outlaws. And they brought the patch, the rocker, and all that good stuff. And he is back in the motorcycle MC club. The same one I got him out of 6 years ago. Sitting in a drawer in there. Now, if anybody knows what it is to have a spouse in a MC club, especially Outlaws, Renegades, Armageddon, Mongols, them are some dangerous MC clubs. Now, yeah, the Veterans MC club, things like that's good. It's cool. I'm okay with that. But when you get into the Outlaws, the Renegades, the Celtics, Armageddon, and all that, that's dangerous, especially when they want him, fixed to be 48, to go back into being the enforcer. And yeah, this is just letting you guys know who he is, but he's back in it. And 2 or 3 times, 3 weekends a month, he has to go to the club, stay the night, and everything. Now, I can't go. I don't need to be around the smoke, the dust, any form of mold. I can't be around it. I can't be around the drunkards and the yelling and the screaming and the partying. I can't keep up anymore. I used to be the one that would dance up on the up on the pool table and have my bra and underwear stapled to the ceiling. So I can't do that no more. I can't keep up. So that has been our issue, is he's agreed to get back into the club. As soon as that motorcycle runs, he's going back into 3 times a week, 3 weekends a month, going overnight and staying. And it's the point of, if it's 1 o'clock in the morning and the head honcho calls, hey, we need you in Kentucky right now, and I'm in Tennessee, he will get on that motorcycle or in my car and go, because that's his job. He's the enforcer. And I have to sit by and worry, is he going to get shot, killed, in jail, hit somebody and put him in a coma and go to jail again for 2 years? And that has been the issue recently. He went this weekend. He went Sunday there in my car because he's not tagged on his motorcycle. And I'm not happy he's in it. He's too old for this. But that is his life. He's always been a underground cage fighter, an enforcer, never backed down from nobody. And here I am needing insurance, needing treatment, needing not to worry about my husband if he goes to the club, which can have, if a certain other MC group that's against him finds out where the club is, could be a shootout. It's happened before. I've been there live and worry. Or if they call him, I have to worry. I don't need this stress. But yet, he refuses to not say no. And it upsets me, and he knows it, because they would have never came and gave him back his previous position if he'd have never called him and told him, hey, I got a motorcycle. It's the only reason why they came and inducted him back in to the group, this MC Outlaw group, that about took him away from me the last time. So, like I told him, I'm like, I just want you to finish getting this motorcycle fixed. I want the license. I want the insurance. I want you tagged. I want it done. I am sick of hearing about this motorcycle. You get on your motorcycle and you get your little hairy butt on to your club. Move there, live there, run it, and leave me alone. Because I've been here with 2 months with no insurance, no doctors, no supplements, no medicine that needs to go for I don't even have my COPD medicine. I do not have I'm out of my inhaler. I'm out of my nebulizer. I'm out of my anxiety medicine. I'm out of the stuff I need. But yet, $275 a month, you haven't even dished out and gave to get me my insurance, but you're dishing out $135 here this week. He's dishing out almost $200 this week so he can get it tagged and licensed and insurance. There's my insurance. My insurance. But you're putting it out on a motorcycle so you could start 3 weekends a month going back to your old outlaws. So, other than that, we get along great. But I am not for what he's getting back into. And unless you have a family member or a loved one who has been in MC clubs, you have no clue. That's like when a husband or a wife says goodbye to their spouse who's a cop. Because you don't know if they're coming back home. You don't know if you're not going to get another cop at your door telling you they've been shot, or they're dead, or they're in jail, or they're in the hospital, or life support. You don't know. That's how it feels. And at 42, and my health, and the more stressed out I get, the worse my symptoms are. Stress is not good for my symptoms, for any of us. And this is what is the new thing on my plate, that is like, I need my insurance. But no, your MC club and your motorcycle is more important right now, and I need insurance. I am getting worse and worse symptoms because I do not have the treatment I am supposed to be getting. I am constantly having issues. But there's to let you know who my husband is. I am not posting this on Facebook because they will find out I said this and it don't need to go on Facebook. So there's your little one-on-one on who my husband is. Born and raised in Tennessee. Straight up born and raised in Tennessee. That's all he's ever known. But there's some info on who my husband is. And the next part will be just me talking about my day. God bless you guys.